Hello, my name is Crystal Petrie, and you are watching another episode of the Crystal Petrie Podcast, Season 3. Sometimes in life, good can feel like the enemy of great. We get comfortable, we settle, and before we know it, we're living on autopilot. Today, we're diving deep into what it really means to put a jolt in your life, breaking out of comfort zones, unlocking your potential, and moving from good to truly great. And here to teach us all how to put a jolt in our life, we have Larry Long Jr., Chief Energy Officer. Everyone, welcome to the podcast, Larry Long Jr.
You better watch yourself, CP. Come on now. Don't give me the mic because you know I'm going to give you a jolt. I am happy to be here with you, Crystal P, in the place to be. Woo! We're talking about good to great. I know I'm in the right spot. You got the right one, baby.
Yeah. Listen, I have been doing my podcast for 3 years, going on 4 years. And this is the first time that these words are going to come out of my mouth. I have no idea what to expect on this podcast. To the people that are watching, to the people that are listening, to my community, I don't know. I don't know what to expect on this podcast. So you shouldn't expect the unexpected. That's what we're doing today on this podcast. We expecting the unexpected with Larry Long Jr. Yes.
I love it. I love it. That's a good way to live life. Expect the unexpected. And I'm expecting to have a good time. I'm ready to rock and rizzle.
Oh, okay. So Larry, where in the world are you?
Some people call it the Dirty D. Others just call it Durham, North Kakalaki. I'm in North Carolina.
Okay, so your title, and I know like for my community on Apple, they cannot see you, but your title says Chief Energy Officer. What does that mean? How did you come to that title?
Yeah, well, for those that can see me, can you see me now? I bring a little bit of energy. I was just born this way. But
you have glasses on. It looks like the sun. I love it.
I got sunshine. Don't get me singing. I'm tone deaf, but I'm feeling myself today.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm feeling myself. But essentially, someone said, Larry, you are the CEO, not the traditional CEO, but you are truly the Chief Energy Officer. And I said, I like that. Can I borrow it? He said, it's all yours. So that has definitely stuck. It's no wonder why my book is called Jolt. I almost called it Unstuck because I was stuck at the time. But yeah, we said we're going to give folks a jolt. It's kind of like at my family reunions. It's electric, doing the electric slide. Watch out now.
Absolutely. Okay, so going from good to great, what does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, so there's a saying, and the traditional saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. In my Steve Harvey Family Feud voice, survey says, nah, if it ain't broke, break it, shake it, flip it upside down. So when I think about good, I think about, it's all good in the neighborhood, brush your shoulders off, but that doesn't get me out of bed in the morning to be good. I mean, I didn't come this far just to come this far. I want to be great. I want to take myself to the next level. And I don't know if there's any of your listeners or viewers that feel this way. I've got so much untapped potential. It would be malpractice. It would be a daggone shame if I didn't live my life to the fullest. And not only do I know it and believe it in my heart, but I've got others that have shared that with me. I had a coach who invested in me and said, Larry, if you could, in the words of that great philosopher, I think his name was Luda, if you could move and get out your own way, you would be dangerous. Danger. Watch yourself. So that's the mission that I'm on, not only for myself, but for everyone else out there that I touch. I'm asking the questions. I'm scratching the surface to see how we can go from good to great, how we can go from great to wonderful, how we can go from wonderful to spectacular and keep leveling up. I think the other philosopher said, can't stop, won't stop. I won't reference his name. I'm not trying to get in trouble now. HR violation.
Listen, if y'all not catching these cues, please Google. Please Google. If you're not catching them, please Google. Was there a specific time in your life, Larry, where you were just good? You were just settling for good?
Yeah, the most recent would have been in 2020 and 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I was in corporate America. I had the cush job. I was a sales director. I had a team. I had a nice paycheck. Every month getting paid. Every 2 weeks getting paid. Every month getting a bonus. Every quarter getting an even bigger bonus. Life was quote unquote good. My wife said, hey, baby, you tell everyone else to follow their dreams and pursue their passion. Look in the mirror. You put on that little fake smile for a mile, but I see you when you come in through the doors. You ain't happy. You ain't living a life fulfilled. What's up with that? I looked in the mirror and I said, what's up with that? And unfortunately, it came down to FUD. Not Elmer Fudd, but fear, uncertainty, and doubt that had me stuck. And I needed to get unstuck. But how do I get unstuck? I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Living that 9 to 5, actually 9 to 7 corporate America dream, the American dream. It wasn't my dream. So essentially, I sought counsel. And for me, I go to my wife, I go to my mom, and my mom said, Lil Larry, she still calls me Lil Larry. I'm 47 years old. She said, you need to pray and pray harder. God don't make no mistakes. I'll never forget March 26, 2021. It was a Friday. My position was eliminated. And that was the best blessing in my life. I think they say when one door closes, a window of opportunity opens up. And Crystal, I got to be honest, I pinch myself every day. Not too hard. I don't want to wake up from this dream. But in elementary, middle, and high school, I was the kid that used to get sent to detention for talking. Mm-hmm. I know you're like, no way, Larry. I don't believe that. my teachers used to say, hey, Larry, shh, quiet, please. Now I get paid to serve. I get paid to speak. I get paid to rock the mics. I've got multiple.
Yeah, you do.
I'm living the dream, living the absolute dream. So when it talks about, when you talk about good to great, I'm still on that mission to be even greater. I'm good right now. Mm-hmm. I think McFadden and Whitehead said it best. Ain't no stopping us now.
So was March 26, 2021, the day that jolted you into becoming great? Was it the day your wife said, hey, you're not happy? Was it that day that jolted you from good to great? What day or what moment jolted you from good, living the American dream, paycheck, bonuses, teams, to great?
Yeah, it's been a continuous journey. Mm-hmm. It's been a continuous adventure. And actually, my middle name is Misadventure, if I'm going to keep it real with you. I've been on some misadventures, but it was really a culmination of lived experiences. And finally, getting to the point where, for me, my faith is powerful. And God sent me a message that, boy, if you don't get out of that corporate America job, that ain't my mission for you. Your mission on earth, it ain't supposed to be in software sales, leading a team of 21. It's supposed to be as a motivational speaker, reaching the masses across the globe. I'm about to go to Telford, England. Little nappy-headed Larry Long Jr., back before my barber got mad at me. For those that can't see, I'm bald. Going to Telford, England, that was never in the cards for me. I was just in Singapore earlier this year, took my wife with me. Went to Hottsdale, aka Scottsdale, Arizona, took my family with me. I was in Bogota, Colombia last year, getting fly in Dubai, Bali, Indonesia. That wasn't in the marbles for me. But essentially, I said, hey, I'm going to take those marbles and I'm going to throw them out the window. I'm going to live my life to the fullest. And I'm still on that journey. It doesn't stop. It does. Once you finally made it, you might as well give up because you never actually make it. It's a continuous journey. And for me, That journey is the dash. My dash started in 1978. I'm living my dash, squeezing out all that this life has to give. And for me, I'm trying to give as much of myself as I can, because you can't take it with you to the grave.
Now, when you say dash, I know what you're referring to with the dash. Explain to my community when you say you're living your dash. What does that mean?
Excuse me. Well, it's not the Damon dash, but
No.
essentially it's the dash of once you're born, you're living your dash. And we don't know when our dash ends. We know when it starts. For me, 1978, I don't know when it's going to finish. It could be right now. We're not promised the next moment. But what I can promise you is I'm going to try my best to live my life to the best of my ability. And that's, I hate to be grim, but I want to ask your listeners if they know the place where you can find the most dreams.
Oh, now, I know the answer to this, but if you know the answer, put it in the comments.
Yeah, go ahead and think about it. Where can you find the most dreams? Now, I spoke at the International Cemetery, Cremation, and Funeral Association at their fall leadership conference. And I mean, I killed it. They were dying to have me back again. I mean, I knocked them alive. Those are bad death jokes right there. But it's a cemetery. So many people take their dreams to the grave. And I said, you know what? I don't want that to be me. I'm going to make sure that I live all the dreams that I possibly can. I impact all the people that I possibly can to live my dash before the end. Because when the end comes, what's left? It's the people that you impacted. It's the change that you were able to inspire in others. And hopefully that can keep going and going and going. That's my hope.
And the dash is the dash on your tombstone. The day you were born, the day you leave, that dash, what are you doing between those two dates?
That's right.
When going from good to great, I understand this, and I'm sure, most people that are watching and listening, it's scary between that. Going from, it sounds good and we're excited and we're happy, but going from good to great, it's scary in that place. There's, like you said, is uncertainty, there's doubt, there's fear. Making that transition, when or if you experience the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, or FUD, as you call it, how did that feel and how did you work your way out of it? And this is me assuming that you have worked your way out of it.
I'm still working. I'm a whip. I'm a work in progress. I'm working on it. It's a daily challenge because for me personally, I've got a voice, and my coach said, let's name that voice. So I named it Cletus. And essentially, come on, Cletus. You're going to walk over, but you're going to limp back. That voice right there gets beat up. For those that can't say, I'm knocking, Mama said, knock you out. I'm knocking Cletus off the mantle. Now, I've got the voice. I lost my father 9.5 years ago. I've got his voice that says, boy, you're more than a conqueror. You were made fearfully and wonderfully made. Let's be great. So yes, and I battle that fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a daily. And I found ways to surround myself in an environment with people that support me and lift me up. There's someone right now that needs to hear this, and they might not have been told this, but Crystal, I want to let your listeners and your viewers know, hey, if no one's told you today, I'm here to tell you, yes, I'm talking to you, are awesome. And for those that can't see it, I've got a shirt that's yellow, bright yellow, and it says awesome, because I just wanted to let you know you are awesome with the exclamation point. Sometimes we forget that. And that's why I wrote my book, Jolt. Get zapped into intentionality, rediscover and believe in your inner greatness. And the book was a manual that I needed to get unstuck. Hey, Larry, don't forget about your greatness. Let me remind you and let me help you find that greatness, because society and your own mind, your own heart can sometimes pull you down, can sometimes get you off track from your greatness that you were put on this earth for. Sometimes we need a little shock to get back on track. Sometimes we need a little shaking up to get back on track. And that was the genesis of my book. It was 7 chapters of my most meaningful. I do a midday motivational minute. I'm now at episode number 283 plus. I started that in the pandemic. Every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern, I share a word of encouragement, a midweek, midday motivational minute. My book, Jolt, is 7 of my most meaningful topics designed to help others and to help myself as we go through life's trials and tribulations, the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the twists and the turns. How can we stay right on track for that greatness that we're here for?
Did you have anyone that modeled this for you, that modeled going from good to great?
Yeah, it was right in my own home. My father, the original Larry Long, grew up in the projects of Baltimore City, leveraged track as his way out. And he had 2 mentors, Godfrey Moore and Ralph Duran. They were his father figures that showed him you can be even greater, Shorty. His nickname was Shorty Long. I'm 5'9" and 3/4. That's rounding up. My father was about 5'8", but he was a track star, ran track at University of Maryland, got his undergraduate, went on and got his master's degree. He was constantly seeking knowledge, seeking better opportunities for himself and his family, and seeking opportunities to serve more. I grew up in VA medical centers. My father was the director of recreational therapy within the Veterans Administration. Who would have imagined a kid from the hood who had a gold tooth would become director of recreational therapy? So you talk about an example. I saw it each and every day, my father's pursuit of being the best and the greatest. And his expectation for me and my sister and my mom was the same. Hey, I'm going to model it, but I can't do it for you. It's up to you. So I'm trying to model that to my kids, my family, my community, and everyone that I touch. Hey, if you're looking for a blueprint, I've got one. It might not be the one for you, but I've got one, and I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you level up, because no one does it alone. If you try to do it alone, Houston, we got a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my banana phone. No one that I've experienced that's great has done it alone.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about mindset. Why do you think so many people settle for good enough?
Yeah, because that voice, that inner voice, that head trash is so strong. Chapter 1 of my book, what story are you telling yourself and what story are you believing? And I fight this. There's that voice that, Larry, who do you think you are on the Crystal P podcast? You ain't that nice. You ain't all that in a bag of chips. Who are you to try to drop knowledge on her listeners and her viewers? You ain't nobody. Now, I work with a coach who said, Larry, you befuddle me. I said, what did you call me? Spell it. She said, you're so positive and uplifting with everyone else. But when we start talking about you, you're a negative Nancy, negative Nelly, negative Ned. You talk to yourself worse than you would ever talk to anyone else. You talk to yourself worse than you would ever let someone talk to you. Why is that? I said, well, I expect the best out of myself. She said, yes, and? Well, I'm hard on myself. Yes, it's not supporting you. It's not helping to lift you up to your vision. It's actually holding you back. So this was in 2022. And my motto for 2022 was, give yourself grace, Larry. Give yourself the same grace, the same encouragement that you give other people, because you deserve it. Who cares what Cletus says? You ain't all that. You are. Now, it's going to take hard work, but be patient. Give yourself grace and realize that, hey, you're not going to be perfect. There's no one on this earth that's perfect, and that's okay. Let's make sure that we live, we learn, we laugh, we grow, and we share that with others. Don't hold it. Don't suppress it. Don't just show people the pretty things that you see on the surface, but show them the warts, show them the tough times. And you better believe I've been through some tough times, but I'm an example that tough people, which is each and every one of us, are always greater than tough times. Think about it. We're here right now. Mm-hmm. I can't speak for you, but I'm not supposed to be here right now. I'm not supposed to be here.
I'll definitely say I don't look like what I've been through.
That's right. That's right.
What is the danger of comfort zones when it comes to personal growth? Is there danger in comfort zones?
Danger. There most definitely is. I mean, it's safe. It feels comfortable. It's nice and warm. But you know what happens when you stop growing? You start dying. That it's as simple as that. So stay comfortable as long as you want, but realize that if you're not growing, you're dying. And there's a saying that I heard from a colleague of mine that's so profound. It's so simple, but so profound. No change, no change. Keep doing what you're doing. I think it's the definition of insanity in the dictionary. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to get the same results you've always gotten. If you're good with those results, then hey, be good all by yourself. Don't that might be contagious. Don't bring that around me.
He got his mask on.
Yeah, I'm allergic to good. I'm trying to level up and be great. And great isn't always defined by more money. Everyone has their own definition of great. For me, my vision is spending quality time with my family. My son just turned 16. My daughter's about to turn 12. Quality time as a family, creating signature experiences, traveling the world together, having a lot of fun, making sure that my fun meter is off the chain. So many people are unhappy. I was that person in corporate America, making pretty good money relatively, being able to take care of what I need to take care of and then some, but I was miserable. That's not what life is supposed to be, at least not for me, and I don't believe for you either. Life is supposed to be fulfilling, meaningful, fun, where you enjoy waking up each and every day that ends in Y. If you can't say that you enjoy each and every day that ends in Y, what you going to do about it? Are you going to go with the flow? Stay in your comfort zone and complain about it? And I mean, I'm a big believer. Don't cry or complain about the results you're not getting from the work you haven't done. So my question is, what work have you done? What is your vision? What is your goal? What are you striving for? And what's the game plan? If we work backwards, what's your game plan to get there? Who are the people there to support you? What are the actions, the daily actions, that daily discipline, not the Monday motivation. I love some Monday motivation, but it's the daily discipline that gets you to where you want to get to, which is what I found. That's just been my experience. That's my 2 cents. It's not even worth a nickel.
What does mindset, or how does mindset, let me rephrase that question. How does mindset play a role in the transition from good to great?
Yeah, the great Henry Ford. I never met him. I think he still owes me $10 from elementary school.
Probably.
But he said it best. Whether you believe you can, and that's the Larry Long Jr. remix. I think he used the word think, but whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right.
Right.
So we have choices. That's the great thing. You choose your mindset. You choose what you believe. You choose your attitude. You have attitude of gratitude. Your mindset dictates your actions. Your actions dictate what happens, the results you get. There's not many mysteries in life. I mean, success leaves clues. The most successful people, you can see that they've aspired, they've dreamed, and they've dreamed big. They went through quote unquote failures to learn, oh, maybe I shouldn't zig, maybe I should zag. Oh, maybe I shouldn't go and bash my head against that wall. Oh, we'll go here. And there's 2 ways to learn. We can learn from mistakes, which, believe you me, I've had plenty of them. Chapter number 3, strikeouts, they're a part of life. I've struck out on the baseball field, the softball field, life, relationships, you name it. I failed. I've struck out. But strikeouts are a data point. That's how you learn when you fail. So you can learn from your own mistakes and or you can learn from mentors. As I've gotten older and wiser, you can see the gray. I've learned that it's a lot easier, at least for me, to learn from mentors that have already bashed their head against the wall. So I don't have to put on that helmet and bash my head against those same walls. They've already done it for me. Thank you.
Yes. What are some daily habits or weekly habits, some small habits that people can create a mental jolt to keep their growth alive to continue the transition from good to great?
What are you filling yourself? I mean, essentially, you are what you eat. And I'm not talking about fried chicken. Yeah, it's bow time. There's no time
You
like
do
bow
not have
time.
a fried chicken keychain.
Oh, yeah, don't tell nobody else. Yeah, I'm trying to cut down. My doctor told me, he said, Larry, if you want to see your daughter walk down that aisle, you need to watch what you eat and eat less of it. So this is about as close to the fried chicken I can get nowadays. But it's that daily discipline. So it really varies for everyone. Some people like yoga. Some people like meditation. Some people like to journal. For me, I like to surround myself with positive people. I like to listen to positive YouTube, positive podcasts like the CP podcast. I like to fill my brain, my soul, my spirit with all things that are good and uplifting and positive. I got nothing but love for the positivity. Now, it's not toxic positivity because, hey, life be lifing. My life isn't perfect. Everything isn't sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, all hunky-dory. But I make a choice that each and every day I'm going to reflect on the good, the great, and the wonderful, which came from a great colleague of mine, James Babb. He said, as you go through the good stuff, as you go through the bad stuff, I encourage you to look for the good, the great, and the wonderful. And it's that perspective, it's that mindset that really allows me, I can't speak for anyone else, but Gia, give it a try to change your perspective, flip the script in terms of how you view what's happening, not just to you, but happening for you. I can tell you when I got let go, when I got fired, when my position was eliminated, it was happening for me. Because if that didn't happen, I'd still be in corporate America right now.
Yes.
I'd still have the golden handcuffs on, putting on that fake smile for a mile, being miserable. I wouldn't have the freedom, the flexibility that I have now. I wouldn't have that inner belief that, hey, anything is possible. I'm Exhibit A. If Lil Nappy-headed Larry Long Jr. can speak for a living, you can do anything you put your mind to. Because I'll tell you this, I'm not the brightest bulb in the bushel. I'm just not. I'm an average Joe. I'm an average Joe Schmo. I'm just average. But I can tell you I've got above average heart, above average work ethic, and you can't beat a person that won't give up. Think about it. You cannot beat a person who will not give up.
Because eventually you're going to get tired.
I'm not going to give up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go now.
What's the importance of goal setting in getting to your greatness?
If you don't know where you're going, then you're just flying in the wind. You're floating away. Now, there's something called SMART goals. And I'm going to give you a hot take right now, Crystal. I believe that SMART goals are dumb.
Really?
I do. And here goes why. Specific. Yes, I like that. Measurable. Ooh, watch yourself. Yeah, I like that as well. Time bound. Now you're talking my language. Let's go ahead and put a deadline on it. Attainable. Survey says, nah. Realistic. Come on now. I don't want attainable and realistic goals. Because if I had said attainable and realistic goals, I would have never been an author. You can go and talk to any of my English, my elementary, middle, and high school English teachers and tell them Larry Long Jr. published a book. He's an author. They would say, hold up, wait a minute. Where's Ashton Kutcher? I know I must be getting punked. There's no way that punk wrote a book. I was not the strongest writer. But I said that unattainable goal. I said that unrealistic goal. I expanded what so often is we put an intuitive fence around what we can and cannot do. Writing a book was outside of my intuitive fence. Thankfully, I had a coach. Thank you, Coach Kristen, who said, Larry, I believe you can. I actually know you can if you surround yourself with the right people. If you change your mindset from one of I can't to I can with the right environment, the right people, the right resources, and the right mindset. If you can believe it here in your heart, you can believe it here in your head, you can say it out loud. There's power in our words.
Right.
Anything is possible. I'm Exhibit A, B, and C. Power.
What is the importance of discipline in the transition, the getting to the greatness? And, as you stated earlier, it's a continuous journey. Getting to the greatness is a continuous journey. How does discipline play a role in that?
It's vital, because without discipline, you're now, I think they said ain't no half stepping. You're half stepping without the discipline. I'll give you an example. I played baseball at University of Maryland. Go Terps. To get there as a little guy, I was a 4-year starter. To get there, I had to be disciplined. What does that look like, Larry? Well, Monday through Friday, I would come home, do my homework. I would practice my clarinet for 30 minutes. And then my parents bought me a solo hitter. Essentially, it's a tee. And I would take 100 swings every single evening, Monday through Friday. Friday, I can tell you, I missed out. My friends were at the mall. They were over at the ice skating rink. They were getting their skating on. I'd hear all the stories on Monday, but I was downstairs in my basement taking swings. My goal was to start on varsity as a freshman. My parents said, we can't do it for you, but we can give you the recipe. We can help you cook it up, but you got to put in the work. Those 100 swings. Let me ask you this. Do you think I started on varsity in high school as a freshman?
I do, yes.
You better believe it. I was a beast because I put in the work. I had the discipline of doing those things that I might not want to do, but that I knew I needed to do if I wanted to get to where I wanted to get to. So my question is, I got a lot of questions, is how serious are you? Or are you willing to sacrifice? Here goes another question that a lot of people have a tough time answering. What do you want specifically? So many times, I want to be a millionaire. No. Specifically, what do you want your life personally and professionally to look like? Walk me through, paint a vision of your vision for your life. Now, once you have that, how do you get there? If you can get there without having discipline, I need to holler at you. I need to understand.
We all do.
The magic, because everyone's looking for that magic pixie dust. Everyone's looking for that silver bullet. We live in a boop, 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 microwave society. But from what I found, success, you got to let it marinate. You got to let that thing simmer. I'm not a cooker. I'm an eater. But essentially, you got to cook that thing up, and it takes time. It takes patience. It takes getting knocked down and coming back up each and every day. So that daily discipline is absolutely vital.
How do you stay consistent during the time when you're letting it marinate, during the time where it's taking time, when it feels slow, like nothing is happening? How do you stay consistent?
I love it. That's the toughest part right there. And I'm not sponsored by Nike yet. If you're listening, Nike, come on now.
Yes.
But they say it. Just do it. You've got to just do it. You got to keep going, taking those steps. The first step is the toughest step. But once you get in the middle of that race, realize it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It can get tough. Now, there's a parable, and I haven't fact-checked it, but it's of the farmer who pretty much had planted a bamboo seed and watered it each and every day for 4 years. Everyone in the village laughed at him. They said, why is he watering this area right there? Because he knew, and he had his eyes on the prize. And he said, by heck or high water, I'm going to make sure I'm diligent with watering. Now, after those 4 years, and from what I understand, bamboo, it takes time. It's growing underneath. No one can see that growth, but he just knew. He had that faith and that belief that if I stay diligent, I know one of these days it's going to pop. And once it popped, the bamboo shot up in less than a year. So that's what we got to do. We got to keep watering. We got to keep rowing. We got to keep putting in the diligence when no one else can see it. And sometimes we don't even believe it. We start to doubt ourselves and second guess ourselves. And that's when it's important to look at, what's the company you keep? Are they inspiring you, encouraging you, lifting you up, or are they pulling you down? We got to sometimes prune, and sometimes it's family and friends. Sometimes we got to prune. I think they say you got to cut it. We got to cut those people. Hey, you're still my fan, but I just can't have you around me because I'm pursuing bigger and better things for me. I know my vision, and your vision is still within that intuitive fence. My vision is way past that, and I got to give you a stiff arm if I'm going to get to my vision. I'm going to stay diligent, daily discipline. I'm going to have the right mindset. I'm going to know exactly where I'm going to go and the process I'm going to follow. And sometimes I got to get flexible on that process, but I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah. Let's talk about challenges and setbacks during this transition. What obstacles did you face on your path? And I know the path is continual, on your path to greatness, and how did that shape you?
My mentor, Dr. Willie Jolly, he published a book, and this is one of his sayings: a setback is nothing but a setup for a comeback. I've had plenty of setbacks. I'm a solopreneur. I mean, I've got 3 employees, and they all hate each other. I mean, in the words of De La Soul, it's me, myself, and I. We're battling each and every day, trying to figure this out. There's not one blueprint in terms of how to be successful as a motivational speaker, MC, author, coach, trainer, LinkedIn influencer. So I'm really trying to figure the freak out. I'm trying to figure out my path. And Lord knows, I've hit plenty of roadblocks, plenty of dead ends, but I've been blessed to have folks that have said, Larry, don't zig, zag. So, I mean, the challenge is, if you don't have challenges, you ain't dreaming big enough. You're not going after big things. You're playing it safe. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people will sugarcoat it. I won't. If everything is perfect, you're not hitting any obstacles. Ooh, you're not playing big enough. Dream bigger. No, bigger. Yeah, dream big. Let's go get it. Life wasn't meant. I don't have fun playing small. It might be easy to play small, have low expectations, set attainable, set reasonable goals that you know you can hit. Let's go ahead, like the words of the great philosopher J.J. Walker said. Dynamite! Let's set some big old goals, some BHAGs.
You know what? Every time you say great philosopher, the people that come out of your mouth are not the people that I'm thinking at all. And I know it goes back to what I said at the beginning of this podcast. I don't know what's going to happen. And I realize it's 37 minutes into this podcast, and I still don't know what's going to happen. I still don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's my practical advice.
Okay.
Go into it knowing that you're going to hit some obstacles and some challenges. It's going to happen.
Okay.
And know that when you face them, it's okay. Enjoy the process and ask the question of, what is this trying to teach me? Who can I turn to learn on how to navigate these choppy waters? And I'll say yes, and who can I share my experience with? Because if you don't share it with someone else, if you just keep it to yourself, shame on you. And I'm not in the business of shaming people, but we go through experiences so that we can help those that are coming behind us, those that are coming beside us, those that also want to have greatness. Surround yourself with those people and share those lessons with them, as well as capture the lessons from those that might have experienced what you're experienced. Now, they don't have to be older than you. One of my best mentors, Morgan J. Ingram, nothing but love for you, MJI. He told me, he said, Larry, you got to get on video. I was doing a whole lot of written posts. He said, Larry, you got to get on video. The world needs to see you. I said, nah, man, I got the face for radio. He said, yeah, you are ugly. I said, people are going to laugh at me. He said, Larry, they're already laughing at you. He said, Larry, I'm going to share with you what my mentor, Roderick Jefferson, shared with me. If you don't do it, you're being selfish. I said, hold up, wait a minute. Those are fighting words. Who you calling selfish? I'm the most selfless person I know. He said, well, everything you told me was about you, and it's not about you. He said, there's one person out there, and there's actually more than one, but there's one person who looks like us that needs to see you, needs to hear your message, and if you don't do it, shame on you. That was on a Friday. The following Wednesday, April the 22nd, 2020, was when I went on video and I had my first episode. And at the time, I called it the midweek motivational minute. Now we're coming up on episode number 284. 284 out of the last 287 weeks, I've gone live to record the midday motivational minute. You talk about consistency, don't make me do it. That's a mic drop movement right there.
That absolutely is. So what do you do and how do you recover mentally, emotionally when you're doing all the things and you fall back into good? or you fall back and you have the setback and you have the challenge, what do?
Yeah, you give yourself grace and then you reflect. Now you give yourself grace, but you also got to call yourself to task. What happened? Why was that? I mean, it's Tony Robbins says it best. The most successful people, and I'm going to paraphrase, the most successful people ask the toughest questions. Therefore, they get the best answers. So when that happened, when I fall into complacency, I start asking myself questions. Larry, what's going on? What caused you to rest on your laurels? What was it? Where did you lose your way to the goal? You said that this was your vision and this is what you wanted specifically, and you even mapped out and said that this was the path. What caused you to get sidetracked? And oftentimes it's not. Sometimes it is a big event, but a lot of times it's kind of complacency. It's that slow slide. It's a little, you're slipping a little bit. It's kind of like going to the gym. You're consistent. You're going to the gym 4 times a week. You miss one day, and then instead of going back the second day, you miss a second day.
Yeah.
And then it just starts to slide where you say, I know I said I wanted those 6-pack abs, but you know that fried chicken took priority. What are your priorities? If your priority is your family and your fitness and your health, you probably shouldn't be eating a ton of fried chicken. It ain't boat time. It should be salad time. You should be going to the gym. So it's asking myself those questions of what happened, what caused it. And now that I've been able to reflect, what do I do? What you going to do about it, Larry? What action will you take to get back on the horse? If you're serious about it. If you're not serious, then hey, do you, boo-boo? But don't cry about the results you're not getting. Don't be embarrassed about not taking your shirt off because you don't have the 6-pack abs. You didn't put in the work. Right. You said that it was more priority to grub out and eat some cheesecake than it was to be in great shape to be there for your family.
How do you know when you have pushed past good?
Oof. That's a tough one right there. You stumped me. You threw me a curveball there. It's one of those things where when you document where you want to get to, and when you not only get to it, but you exceed it. I mean, we're trying to thrive in 2025. I'm trying to get in the mix in 2026. I've got some big hairy goals. One of my goals this year, one of my intentions was to have 4 international speaking engagements. I was in Canada back in February. It was cold. I went to Singapore and that was in April. Took my wife with me. I'm about to head to England. I'm not a math major, but that gets me to 3. I'm 75% of the way to goal. I'm chasing. How can I find it? When I'm in England, I got a plan. I'm going to let people know my goal, and I'm going to ask them to help. Healthy people ask for exactly what they want. I'm going to get to my goal by December 31st. If I need to get in a car and drive down to Mexico, it's a long drive. But if I need to go across the border and host my own event, I'm going to hit that goal. So your question was, how do you know when you've exceeded being good to great? It's one of those where if you have it documented, it's easy to see.
Oh, yes. Write it down. Make it plain.
And have those specific measurable goals. But don't make them attainable. Make them giant. Don't make them realistic. Be unrealistic. Wildly unrealistic, because the human spirit is amazing. And oftentimes the only thing holding us back is that person in the mirror.
You've talked about this throughout this podcast. And again, I'm speaking with Larry Long Jr. on the podcast, Chief Energy Officer, motivational speaker, author, LinkedIn influencer. How important is your circle, the people that are around you as you are pursuing greatness?
It's vital. It's vital. If you're surrounded by negative Nancy's, negative Nellies, negative Neds, you can't expect yourself to be positive. Nothing's impossible, but that's just about daggone near impossible.
Right.
Making sure you're surrounding yourself with people that, in the words of the other great philosopher, Master P, they got to be bout it. If you ain't bout it, I don't have time for you. Life is too short. And I think she said it best. Ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah, be careful with the company you keep. Be careful what you allow yourself to see? What are you watching on TV? What are you listening to the radio? What are you listening on podcasts? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who's your crew? Show me your friends. I think it was Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose carefully. That they have an impact on you. I don't believe in osmosis, but I know that when I'm in the right rooms, and those are the rooms that I'm not the brightest or the most brilliant in the room, there's a ton of growth. There's a ton of who is it? Yeah, opportunity that's knocking at the door when I'm in those spaces and I'm in those places. So our environment has a huge impact, and we know this, but oftentimes knowing ain't doing. And I'm an honorary resident of Missouri. I think they call that the show me state.
They
and
do.
That other great philosopher, Mystical, said, show me what you're working with.
You have spoke about having to let certain people go because of where you are going and your mindset and where they are going in their mindset. How do you do that? How do you let people go that are not trying to go from good to great with you?
Yeah, decisively. I love you. And I've had to do it with family members. I love you. I always love you, but I can't spend time with you. It's taken me away from the goals and the vision that I have of where I want to be. Now, if you want to hop on board, by all means, let's go. But if not, I don't have time. You can't waste my time. I'm never going to get that back. You're not going to hold me down. I'm not going to allow it. So it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Right.
It's tough, but you got to be decisive. And once again, it comes down to your priorities. Are you prioritizing that you're going to hang out with the same crew that you hung out with before? Or are you prioritizing your vision and where you want to go and where you want to be and how you want to feel? That's a question that only you can answer. I know what my answer is, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And sometimes you have to make the tough choices with yourself, sacrificing, as well as with others. And that's a sacrifice that I'm more than willing to make because my greater goal is my greater goal, and it's my priority. I want to make sure that I'm in a good space, physically, mentally, spiritually. I want to make sure that my family knows they're loved and they have the best opportunities. I want to make sure that life is good and my fun meter is off the chain. I don't surround myself with people that are going to disrupt that. I just, hey, do you, boo-boo, but it ain't going to be around me.
What would you tell your younger self about sacrificing, about making the hard decisions, about living boldly?
Yeah, that's the word. Hey, Larry, little Larry, be bold, be brave, be unapologetic, and go get it. It's out there. It's out, whatever it's out there for you, for me, for all of us. It's out there. Russell Wilson, who plays in the NFL, he's got a charity called the Why Not You charity.
Wow.
Why not you? Why not you? Somebody's going to go get it. Why not you?
Oh, yeah, that's a great thought. That's a great thought. If someone who's listening right now, Larry Long Jr., is afraid to make the leap, is afraid to start making the transition from good to great, what's the one thing you would tell them that would help jolt them into that transition?
Yeah, I can't give them just one, but I'll give them two. Number one, it's okay. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1, exhale. You're going to be okay. Please know that. Don't beat yourself up. You're going to be okay. I love that you realize, hey, I'm scared. You're human. Our bodies are intended to protect us from lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. My encouragement is for you to tell your body, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Thank you, body. I appreciate you protecting me, but I'm good. I got it for this. For this, when I'm going out of my comfort zone, I got it from here. Thank you. Number two, I would encourage you to document your plan as specific as you can. It doesn't have to be long. It could be on one page. identify who are those people, who are those resources, what are the things that you need to support you, and then also get specific about what do you need to do each and every day. I think they call them KPIs, key performance indicators. What are those key actions that you need to take each and every day to make progress to get you to where you want to get to? If you have a list of 10, you got to cut it. Take that thing down to 2 to 3 things that you can do each and every day. I can tell you, my essentially, it's my keystone goal is my health and my weight. It's making sure that I get in the gym, making sure that I move, and making sure I watch what I eat and I'm mindful. Does that mean that I don't eat any fried chicken? Of course not. Me and my relationship with the fried chicken is complicated. But I realize that if I eat a lot of this fried chicken, I will not be here. I can guarantee you I will not be here as long as I'd like to be here. You make the choice. So for someone who's going through that right now, realize you're going to be okay. Takes hard work, takes the discipline, takes documentation. Find yourself a mentor. Invest in your most valuable asset. Larry, what is that? It's you. Can you invest in coaching? Can you invest in training, your growth, your learning, your development? Can you invest to put yourself in those environments with people that have already made that path to where you want to get to, that can accelerate your path to get there, that can inspire you, can motivate you, and help you transform to get to where you want to get to? It's out there.
Mm-hmm. You are a motivational speaker, LinkedIn influencer, an author, chief energy officer.
I've been called worse.
Yes. What is your intention in this space, Larry Long Jr.?
Yeah, it's God put me on this earth to make a positive impact on as many people as I can. And there's a quote. It's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I try to live my life by this each and every day. I wake up, I say my prayer, I go to the mirror, and there's 2 questions. The first question I ask myself is, what happened to my hair? It ain't never coming back. The second question is a quote by Dr. MLK Jr. that says, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing to help others? Larry, what are you doing today to help others? At the end of the day, if I don't have a good answer to that, I haven't lived a fulfilled life. This is just me. If I haven't done something, not thought about, not written down, I'm a voracious note taker, but if I haven't taken a tangible action and done something to help 1 other person, 2 other people, 3 other people in a day, that was a day wasted. So for me, that's how I define what I'm all about and what I'm trying. My intention is to really have a positive impact on those that I'm closest to, my son, my daughter, my wife, my family, as well as those that I'm not as close to, acquaintances, former colleagues, people that I run across in the just in the community and then in the atmosphere. I want to make sure that I leave a positive impact. And most importantly, yes, I'm a motivational speaker. Yes, I'm an inspirational speaker. What really drives what I do is the transformation. I consider myself a transformative speaker that takes people from good and provides them the jolt they need, the boost they need to take action to be great.
Mm-hmm. My final question for you, Larry, who do you think would make a great guest on the podcast? But you have to help me get them on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm not regular. I can't give you just one. I got to give you 2, and this is on my heart. Number 1 is Cynthia Barnes, CB. She's the founder of the Thank You, It's True movement. She is spectacular, amazingly awesome, and I'm honored to be a part of a mastermind with her. Number 2, they call him Mr. Ed, Sir Ed Ross. They're both doing amazing things in their respective communities. I respect them so much. Cynthia Barnes, Ed Ross, they're going to be on an upcoming episode. I will make that connection.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Larry Long Jr., for getting on here with all the energy, but also expecting the unexpected. I had no idea what was going to happen on this podcast, and you fulfilled every expectation I had. Every one of them.
Mission accomplished. I appreciate you. I appreciate you hosting me on your amazing podcast. It means so much, and I'm encouraging you to continue to not just be good, but to be great and to inspire others to be great as well. Thank you so much, Crystal.
Thank you, Mr. Long. And to my community, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. You can get Larry's podcast and all of my other podcasts on YouTube Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. And remember, you always have time to listen and learn on the go.